Live on YouTube. How are you? I'm good, Diva. Welcome, people on YouTube. No, is it the little clock isn't ticking down just yet? So I guess it's not connected. There we are. 10. Let there be light. There we go. That's a bit better. How is everyone? Haley Wood, Marco, Cravey, Hyper Ray. Hello. I'm assuming that was an enthusiastic hello with the drawn-out nature of its spelling. Connect. I have somebody on the YouTube live. Let me know, how is the audio? Sometimes it is a little bit dodgy, so it's probably you, isn't it, Diva? I can't tell. It doesn't give me the option to find out who's on. Bear with me, people. We are just getting started for the morning. There will be much ridiculousness conversations happening. Maybe we'll talk about crystals. Maybe we'll talk about tarot. Who knows? Who knows where we're going today? Dangerous Diva says everything is fine so far. Good, smooth sailing. Also, you've smashed that like button already. Much appreciated. Rob Wilson, how are you doing? K-Ham, my friends, welcome. What crystals are everybody wearing today? My soul's journey, 11. Is that your life path number, 11? Mine's 22. Oh dear. Summer's in the house. Francisca, Lulu, Marta, Marissa, Galacazas. Don't be shy, people. Drop something in the chat. Say hello. If you're new to the chat, let us know your sun, moon, and rising. Ooh. Hey, yo, mine's number 5. What's number 5? Doesn't 5 usually represent chaos? I mean, maybe. Maybe. What are life path numbers? It's a numerology thing, Haley. I think you figure out like your birthday and your name. You like break the letters of your name down into numbers, and then you like calculate it and break it down and see what you get. I'm not super, deep into numerology, but I've met some numerologists before. Sometimes, it's a fun conversation. Like astrology and all these other things. Good morning from California. Montesaurus Rex, you must be up early. I suppose it's a bit better. I think you got daylight savings on, don't you? Toru, how are you doing? Good morning. Diva. I've been wearing the chrysoprase all the time together with pyrite. Lovely combination. That would be a good combination, actually. Heart and solar plexus. What have we got here? Lisa Hall, RRPRCMTRM. That's a lot. Fox, to kick off the conversation this afternoon, what are your thoughts on healers with a competitive approach towards other healers? What do you mean by that exactly, competitive? You mean other healers that kind of trash other healers? I mean, I guess there's kind of a difference between, being competitive in the market that is the healing industry and trying to, become an authority in your industry. And there's another one, where you're kind of just trashing other people. But then there's also a certain level of, you meet some people that call themselves healers that may not have any training at all, just kind of airy-fairy hippies. We've all kind of met them, that call themselves healers. And I guess sometimes those people have to be called out. So I've seen a lot of healers who won't even do as much to associate with other healers with the same modalities specialize because they see them as competitors. Okay, I think that's complete nonsense. That's just a fragile ego, if you ask me. I did a podcast with someone else that I met on TikTok. Turning a New Leaf, I think, is the name of her business. And she does crystal healing. So does Carolina. But her approach to crystal healing is very different, but also very interesting. And even Carolina has been following her and maybe not necessarily learned something new, but it has reminded her of what she learned in the past. And who knows, Carolina might start incorporating that into her practices in the future. So I think, people that kind of just like shun away and push away other healers and other modalities, even if they are in the same modality, it's just closed-minded. They're not allowing themselves to grow. And we just got to be open to that. What have we got? We've got Summer saying, going to the hospital today for surgery. Oh, which is in 4 hours for me. Oh, Summer, will you be okay? Is this a big surgery kind of thing? You've been up since 2 o'clock, Mama Kerr. What have you been doing there? Shorty Agnotti, blessings to you too, my friend. Chris Power, how are you doing? Jumping on right at the beginning. But I'm confident I'm going in, so I'm not too worried. That's good. Montosaurus Rex, yeah, I wake up early for work. It's only 6 a.m. though. Only 6. Yeah, I'll say. Oh, Rob Wilson, where we go? Gemini Sun, Aries Rising, Pisces Moon. Oh, we got the same Sun and Moon, my friend. I got a Leo Rising, which is also Fire Rising, so very similar vibes there, my friend. What do we got? Haley Wood, we got a Cap Sun, Scorpio Moon, Libra Rising. Summer says, on the top of my birthday, it's 5/25/2000, so 525. Are you born in the 2000s? Crazy lady next door. Are you only 21? 20? Updating, 9 comments. So Susanna on YouTube saying, it's too bad when people shun other people for applying the same practices in different ways. Not everyone connects to the same way of healing. Yeah, I suppose. And people can have that. People can have their own practice and people can kind of go their own way, but and you might not vibe with one technique and you might vibe with another, but to kind of shun and kind of shut down someone else and discredit what they do, I think anyone that's in the energy healing, they know that this kind of stuff can come around in different packages and different ways. Jean-Paul says, hey Fox, thought on astral projection, your experiences, any tips on methods you like to share? Much thanks. I have not astral projected as far as I know. However, Carolina does that on a very frequent basis when she's doing her healings with her clients. She hasn't got as many clients as she had in the past because she's been shifting her focus. But she would do it like 3 times a day. So, I mean, it is a thing. And it's something that she has more or less mastered, but myself, not so much. Didn't sleep well either. Storms again, says Marissa. How are we all, says Chris. Well, I'm fantastic. Positive energy to you. The Meg said, I had a dream of a peacock and a peacock babies last night, and I looked it up. Good omen. What does it mean? What do the peacocks mean? I mean, other than like, I guess colloquial, peacocks are about, males flaunting their who they are by dressing in bright colors. Hello, Lavi. How are you doing? Mama Kerr couldn't sleep, I guess. You're a Gemini? I am Rob Wilson. I gave you my big 3. Oh, we got Montosaurus Rex. Aquarius Sun, Leo Moon, Virgo Rising. Ooh. Chris P with a question. Always got good ones. When you learned of a past life, is it the most recent, or is there a specific reason that one, I guess, ... came through? I think. I don't know. I've only kind of done the past life regression once. It was like I was a monk or a priest in a monastery or an ashram. I can't remember. It was orange robes in a mountain. It felt like it could have been anywhere between like 100 years ago to 1,000 years ago. I really don't know, to be honest. I'm really not sure. When you do the past life regression, I guess you probably get shown the one which you're going to learn most from first in that moment anyway. Crazy lady next door says, it is to fix my injuries. I really messed my ankle up. Morticis syndromesis. I'm not familiar with what that is, but I hope your ankle gets fixed up. Don't want a bunged up ankle at the age of 20. Pagan Witch Biatch in the house. How are you doing? What have we got? It is the same injury that Terrell Brown had in the NFL right before the Super Bowl. I got no idea. I am an Australian living in Portugal. Only Americans know NFL. I don't know who Terrell Brown is. I'm too scared to astral project, says Mama. Says the Megs. No, what? Why? It seems like it would be fun. Hey, would you pull me a card? A while ago, I just wanted to stop and say good morning. Hope you're chilling. Absolute trash fire. I'll be pulling cards in an hour or so. So you can either stick around till then or drop back in an hour. Or if you send me the glasses gift, I'll pull you a 3-card reading straight away. I am a sucker for those glasses. My 9-year-old has a strong past life connection. Her birthmarks, death wounds, burned. If you mention ... Oh, peacocks mean growth and rebirth, financial success. Oh, fantastic. Love all the Geminis here, says Haley. Yes. Updating 16 comments. Let's see what's happening. Here. We got Jean-Paul saying, as a healer, I haven't read the rest of that comment there. I'm just waiting for all of these comments here to load on TikTok here. Personally, I wouldn't say I'm a professional healer. I know techniques to healing, and I've learned a lot from Carolina, but I would not title myself as a healer. But I do know a bit. Just a preface before answering this. Do you have any tips to navigate conversations with pseudo-intellectuals who demean your position and interpret as an entrepreneur, business owner, because it is in the spiritual industry? I don't even know what to say to that, because I've never had to encounter it. My brother is a psychologist. He's been a professor in Oxford University, the Oxford University, and he has studied rituals amongst particularly children. He's been to Africa and he's studied them. So my exposure to a intellectual, although you say pseudo-intellectuals, so I don't know how you would categorize a pseudo-intellectual. Are you just saying those pain in the ass atheists that just like to disprove everything you do? I give them no energy, I kind of make the decision, if I'm going to come up against someone who is just going to trash the idea of energy work, I ask them a few questions just to get a gauge to see whether the conversation with them is actually going to be something worthwhile or not. I'll ask them, what is your opinion on God? I won't ask, do you think God exists or blah, blah, blah. Just what is your opinion on God? More often than not, the only understanding they have of God is based on the Christian teachings of God, or the Jewish teachings of God. So straight there you can kind of figure out that they haven't really broadened their concept of what God might be. As I will always say, God is an experience, not an entity. I'll also say, what is the meaning of life? Just to kind of get that philosophical kind of conversation coming through. And I'll also ask what happens to us after we die. And I'll basically base whether I decide I'm going to have put the effort into having a conversation with this person to see if they are actually philosophical. Because, we can have people that can kind of say, oh, look, I don't believe in this energy stuff. That's okay. But if they don't have any philosophical bone in their body, then it's just like the conversation isn't going to go anywhere. Yeah, absolutely. On Clubhouse, when in the business room, oftentimes people don't allow spiritual business owners to speak because it's not something you can get a traditional degree in. Stuff them. Fuck degrees. You know, like Mark Zuckerberg didn't finish college. Did Elon Musk? I don't even know if Elon Musk did. You know, like Richard Branson. You know, there are so many billionaires in the world that did not. You know, maybe they went to university, maybe they didn't. They didn't finish their degrees. There are so many successful people in the world that don't have the degree. So it's like, you know, yeah. Marissa says certain things. It looks like she was strangled in the strangled in the back of the head and then stabbed in the back. And there are birthmarks. They're crazy. Chris Powell says basically we got Haley Wood sending the glasses. Haley Wood, do you want a 3-card pull already? I'm gonna check the comments on TikTok here first before I start pulling your card. So basically, I was thinking of in a next life I did a past life regression. I would remember this life. It's possible. Yeah, it's absolutely possible, Chris Powell. However, like in your next life, you might be on Earth, you might be in the Pleiades or Orion system or whatever else, it might not be relevant for you to have a past life regression and experience this life, because maybe this life might not teach you what you need to know in that current life. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Or if you see the most significant, I think you're probably going to see the one that's going to give you a bit more information on what you're doing, I suppose, where you are in your current life right now, and which one's going to give you the most information for personal growth, I guess. The older age gets and the more into this she travels, the lighter they become. There you go. There's birthmarks. Are you wearing a crystal again? Yes, I've put on my pre-night. I just felt like putting pre-night on, and I'm wearing one of my rings, the labradorite ring. It's funny to think we would remember this life and all the stuff that happened 100 years, the last 100 years. What have we got? Crazy Lady Next Door. I've had a few past life regressions. One of 1600s England and 1940s America and Nigeria. Wow. Well, Crazy Lady Next Door says, Summer says, well, it is to fix my injury. I've already read that. I'm going to update 32 comments. I'm going to have a look here. We got Lily Library is making a comment on YouTube. There we go. Let's have a look. Lily Library says, how would you deal with clients who expect tarot readings to be more of a cold reading, as in you lead with telling your client about themselves to prove you're in stuff? Lily. Lily, when I do tarot readings, I don't claim to be a psychic. Some people are psychics, and I can totally respect that. My readings don't come from a psychic place. Maybe there is a bit of intuition that kind of comes in with my ability. But when I do a tarot reading, it's about having a conversation with the person. It's laying the cards out, saying this is going on. So this card is in this position, which represents this. So how does that kind of apply to what's happening in your life right now? And so the person having the reading is going to be like, oh, well, this is happening. I go, okay, so that's how this card is fitting in here. Okay, we have this card here in this position, meaning this. How does this apply? And as I kind of like start off like saying, this is what this card means, how does that apply, this, that, it starts to unfold and it starts to flow, and it's a dialogue. It's like a therapy session. So, if someone's sitting there thinking, when I go into a tarot reading, I'm going to tell somebody, if they're new, anyone on my lives, anyone that knows me from TikTok, YouTube, they know that I'm not going to come in and try and tell them their future. I'm going to be very pragmatic about it, very straightforward about it. It's very much just the conversation of what's going on and where we need to find the healing and stuff. So if someone comes at me and they're kind of like, tell me what I'm thinking, I'm going to be like, that's not how it works. You have a misunderstanding of what the tarot is, and then I'll have to explain it to them and be like, look, if someone is in that situation, Lily, though, if they're closed off and they're just trying to test you, then they're not going to be open for the reading, and it's not going to be a good reading. So you need to say straight off the back, you have to be like, look, you have to be open. You have to tell me things. I'm not a mind reader. That's not how it works. Which is why you have to also put a reasonable price on the readings you do for somebody else. Because if you give someone a reading for free, or for, I don't know, $10 or something, someone might be like, $10, let's just, do this for a bit of a laugh. But if you have actually value on your tarot readings, and they are, you've actually valued them right, people are going to go into it and be like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously, and they will get out what they put in. So Mama Kerr says gem rising. What have we got? Haley Wood saying glasses. I'm just checking to see whether you want that reading. Stick around, Haley. Crispy says, I have a degree. What did I get out of it? Student debt. My God, isn't that the story of many students? The Megs, I'm getting a tattoo today. What are you getting? The gems, please. Haley Wood, okay. Haley Wood sent me the sunglasses. For those that are on the live and don't know how this works, I'm going to be pulling single card pulls for everybody in an hour. But if you send me through the glasses gift, it makes me dance. It makes me happy. And I'm happy to pull you a 3-card pull. 1 card with 2 clarifiers. So let's see what we got. Ooh, I did a video on this one just earlier. So we've got the 2 of Cups here. The 2 of Cups, it can be the union between 2 people. The Mama Kerr, thank you. The gems. Guys, you guys are going to keep me busy again already. Also, if you're going to be sticking around for like an hour or so, guys, if you're going to stick around towards like when I start doing the card pulls, I love the glasses, but maybe if you can hold them off till the end, because then we can do it in that kind of like that whole flow. I can keep talking, and you know how it is, but it's all good. So Haley, well, we got the 2 of Cups. This one is about sharing your emotions with other people. It's about having, finding someone you can confide in, opening up and really sharing what it is you are feeling. It can all sorty agnotty. You guys are keeping me busy today. Okay. All right. That's what I'm doing. So this is about keeping, sharing with people. Okay. Where do we want to go from here? We want to confide, and we want to share with somebody, really connect with someone on a deep level. We want to connect. This connection might come from shared trauma. This is where this one's going to be coming from here. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of clear communication coming through here. So in confiding with someone and talking to someone, there's going to be, I feel like you might be able to talk about the trauma that you've gone through. There might be shared trauma here between these 2. And that's how you're going to make a bit of a connection, whoever that might be. Open up about those trauma things and be straight to the point. The Queen of Swords, she is straight to the point. She doesn't beat around the bush. She goes straight to it. So in this connection that's going to happen, this is going to be open, be very truthful, and don't be afraid to open up about the traumas that you've gone through. This is about burning out. This is about hitting rock bottom. So don't be afraid of that if you kind of are in that position. So guys, I just got smashed with a bunch of sunglasses. I think there's 3 more people. I'm going to go through. I'm going to check who they are. So private readings. Thank you, Chris Power. They are €33. To such a that's why you're such a good reader, Fox. The advice with your cards. Here we are. Where are you from? Says Swaggy Person. I'm from Australia, but I'm in Portugal right now, and I'm going to Mexico in 3 weeks. I don't know, shit. I'm from Mother Earth. So Mama Kerr sent the glasses. Okay, we got the gems, and I think we also got Shorty Agnotti too. So let's go. Mama Kerr, what have we got? We've got unfinished business, Mama Kerr. Things have been going pretty good for you in the last couple of days. I think for the last 2 previous days, you'd had some really good card pulls. But this is telling me that there's something unfinished. We need to look at it. Stepping away from something. How has that been going? I have had it done a full reading with you in the past, and I know there is a level of you stepping away emotionally from certain people in your life. I'm not going to get too deep into that. I don't want to out you here on the live, but this might be a bit of unfinished business about you stepping away from emotional investment and probably stepping into a place of stepping in a place of like personal creativity and actually starting to create something. Like this has probably been whatever's been going on here has probably been draining you a bit. It's been taking too much of your time, and you feel like you can't actually get started. The unfinished business is probably getting onto that creative side, getting onto your passions. So remember, the unfinished business here, step away from those emotional vessels that aren't serving you anymore and do focus on the creativity. Girl, what are you doing? What do we got? Lisa Hall on YouTube saying, best place to travel when your agenda is spiritual based, i.e. networking, spiritual experience, India. Lisa Hall, India, all the way. There's so much you will learn in India, not only from just the Hindu cultures, the ideas of like they have astrology, they have palmistry, they have meditation. It's so rich everywhere in the country. North of India actually is really good, but you'll also come across, you got sound healing and stuff, which, you've got the Tibetan sound bowls. Obviously, Tibet it's been annexed by China, but, it is rich, particularly in the north. You'll find that also in Nepal as well. I mean, I did my first level Reiki class attunement when I was in Nepal. So north of India, definitely. But because it attracts so many people, you'll also learn many other modalities. Just if you keep your ear to the ground and you're open to this kind of stuff, India all the way. The gems sent me the glasses. What have we got? Oh, the gems. What's going on? Something's hurting. Something is hurting. Okay, well, we got the Queen of Swords popping up again. We need to talk about it. Something in the family. Okay, something's hurting from you. I feel like something in the family. We need to communicate this. We need to talk and be very clear about what's going on in the family. There might be some kind of family rift going on. I don't know, between you and your siblings, or maybe you and your parents. One of them, maybe your uncle or cousin, who knows? But there's some kind of pain going on, something that is hurting you a bit. Maybe, this is heartbreak, but it's not always extreme as that. This could just be something that's just kind of sitting there making you feel a little anxious, or maybe feeling a little bit depressed. The thing here is to open up, and we're getting a theme coming through with a couple of these readings today right now, guys, is, the Queen of Swords is telling us to open up, be truthful, don't beat around the bush, be straight to the point. Okay, and we've got our family here. Remember, the family's here to support us. There is that emotional, that emotional support there. So whatever's hurting you, speak with your family. Just open up to those that are really close to you. So, okay. And I got Shorty Agnotti. I've got you two here. I'm going to drop those cards in. So if anyone's on the YouTube, don't be afraid. Smash that like button there. It helps out my algorithm a lot. Shorty Agnotti. Okay, I'm going to pull Shorty Agnotti's card, and then I'm just going to drop to the bottom of the comments after this, guys, just because, so many comments have come through, and you know how it is sometimes. Okay, Shorty Agnotti, what have we got? Stepping into the place of the divine feminine, the Empress, the divine feminine. She flows, she's caring, she's compassionate, she is the mother. Okay, how else do we want to look into this? We've got two major arcanas here. So not only stepping into the divine feminine, but we've also got the Chariot here. So the Chariot is very sure of, when you come into the Chariot, this is very sure of yourself. This is very much about like taking direction and owning who you are. This is about your self-image. This is about who you are and who you believe you are, and taking those steps and being very affirmative about it. And with our other card here, we've also got the Three of Pentacles. So in doing so, this is going to be working in a team. There's also mastery is involved here. I think this is probably more mastery than working in a team here, although there might be that. Ask yourself what's going on. But stepping into the divine feminine here is really going to allow you to find your true self, your true calling. And I think this one's really coming through as the mastery. So it's really going to bring you into your own. This one, very, very important. Step into that place of that very kind and compassionate space today. Be that person that's going to, help other people and, guide other people. And, very much so. It's great because if you do, the gems has just sent me glasses. Okay, I'm dropping to the bottom of the comments, the gems. I don't know if the gems has sent me glasses to shout someone else a reading. So I'm just going to update these comments. Okay, I've just updated the comments. So the gems, if you were shouting for someone else. Oh, it's for Chris. Okay, sure. So we got Haley Wood. Wow, that's amazing. I think I know exactly what that card was talking about. I appreciate it. There you go. Cool. Okay, this one's for Chris, keeping me busy. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these cards. I'm going to look at this. We got for Crispy. Shorty Agnotti, you're most welcome. We got Revolt Magazine here on YouTube saying, how would you go about how would you go about a tarot reading with a stagnant client who has an excuse for everything? Like anything you suggest doesn't tickle their fancy. They don't really have the motivation to grow. If you've got a client that's just not opening up, a client that's just refusing, the more they're kind of closed off, the more they're kind of like, you start off with the reading and you try and give them the advice. You tell them, look, this is where the problems are. This is where we need to improve. And you try and sugarcoat it to a certain degree. You don't want to just be straight out the gates, just kind of like, oh, you messed up, you need to fix this. No, because the people, they might get defensive straight away. But if you're trying to, come at it and say, hey, look, this is going on. You also have, certain things, like there might be something in a reading. Let's say, for example, in the reading, it'll say something like they have to break up with their partner. Like it's very clear they're in a toxic relationship and it's not serving them. You don't try not to tell them so much straight off the bat that's they have to leave. You have to ask them the questions until they tell themselves that relationship is no longer serving them. So, you need to say, so how does this person help you grow? Or this person doesn't help me grow. How does this person care for you? Or they don't really show they're caring. It's like, and then you say, how do you see your future with this person in the next 10 years? And then they'll sit there and be like, so you got to walk them. It's like taking the horse to the, you can't force you can take a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. So you take them to the water, and then if it gets to the point that they still just won't tell themselves, you just have to get to the end. And you said, look, you have to be straightforward. And then you'll have the cards in the other positions. I usually do this thing at the end of a reading where I'll lay out a couple of cards, possible outcomes. We say, okay, so after the reading we go, okay, so these are our decisions. You can break up with this person, you can stay with this person, or you can stay with this person until your lease breaks in a month with the house that you're staying in. You pull out a card for each one. And then you pull out the scenario for each one. And that really helps give them guidance in the decision to make. Because, if they've got one card that says, terrible outcome if you choose this one, good outcome if you choose this one, so outcome if you choose this one. So that's one way I'll go with it. Okay, bit distracted, but here's one for Chris P. Here is a 3-card reading for Chris P. If anyone sent me the sunglasses, I don't know. Let me know after I do the reading for Chris P. What have we got? Hey, look at this. We have sharing our abundance and our wealth with the loved ones around us, particularly our family, very much our close friends, our lovers, the people in our life that we do consider very close to us. We also have the World card as well. This is looking pretty good for you. And we've also got the 8 of Cups here. So we've got in this sense, Chris, is very much, all that wealth and everything that you've come into, share it with your family, share it with those people that are close around you. Bring you into a place of completion. And I think so much like this one's about stepping away from those emotional investments. But I feel like if you just focus on this, sharing and being with people and really like being generous with what you have, it will allow you to step away from something. It'll allow you to remove yourself from something that has been emotionally draining, something that has been emotionally not serving you. I think that's just going to be, a good side effect of the actions you take of sharing that. Also, bringing you into a place of completion as a daily card. This is a pretty good thing. Just remember, whatever you're doing today, this is about material wealth. This is about sharing. This is about the family. So I did a video about the difference between the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups a couple of days. I'm dropping to the bottom of the comments, guys, so sorry if I missed any of your comments there. So Chris says, oh my, I think that's the most positive reading I've had in a long time. Yay. What have we got? We got Sandy Alice here. So if anyone did send through the sunglasses, y'all just been piling the sunglasses on me. Let me know in the comments here. Maybe if I missed it, I'm sorry. Chris, you're most welcome. Sandy Alice says, you've mentioned some people you admire have given you some knowledge on one-liners. What would you be willing to share some of those? Much thanks. You know, like I guess probably the person that's kind of like I got the most amount of one-liners, you know, little nuggets of wisdom from were probably from my Taekwondo days, my Taekwondo instructor. You know, one way, like when it comes to approaching business matters, one saying that will always stick in my head is you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So that goes for you when you're purchasing a product, when you're purchasing a service. You pay peanuts, you're going to get monkeys. You go for the cheap option, you're going to get cheap products, cheap service. And that's the same for you if you are the business person, if you are providing a service, if you are putting a low value on yourself, people are not expecting much from you. But if you're putting in the value that you believe you truly are, then people are going to be expecting that. And that is going to come around. It's going to go around. One thing that we did learn, not so much from my Taekwondo instructor, but from the syllabus in Taekwondo was one-liners. I'll give you my one-liner pickup line, Marissa, in a second. Another one was never to give or receive a gift when in doubt. So what does that mean? That's very much what card is that I apply that to usually the Six of Pentacles. So that is if someone is showering you with a lot of gifts, Sandy. You know, maybe there's this, maybe a man comes up to you one day and starts showering you with gifts. One day he takes you out to lunch. Oh, it's nothing. You don't have to pay me back. He then gives you a watch the next day. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry. You don't have to pay me back. Then buys you a car. Oh, it's nothing. You don't have to pay me back. He then invites you for a weekend away to a tropical islands, just you and him. And then suddenly you're thinking, well, I don't feel that way about him. Now it's kind of like, he's given you with a whole bunch of gifts and now you're feeling like you owe him. So never give or receive a gift when in doubt. Also, you don't want to give that gift because if you're gifting someone and you're in doubt about whether you should be giving that gift to someone, you might be making that person feel uncomfortable as well. So this is the balance when it comes to generosity and when it comes to sharing things with people. You know, they're two little things. Knowledge is like a leaky bucket. If you don't fill it up, it's just going to drip away and it'll become empty. So that's about honing your skills and always just practice, because if you stop, you're going to forget. Did you ever start learning a second language when you were in high school and now you can't remember a damn thing? Marissa wants to know, you know, she was thinking about the pickup lines. Yes, pickup line would be going up to someone, you know, saying, so how much does a polar bear weigh? And they look at you weird and they're like, I don't know. And you're like, enough to break the ice. Hi, my name's Fox. There you go. Stay teachable. Love that advice. Yeah, no, I was never really big on the pickup one-liners kind of a thing. But, you know. Oh, I still got coffee. So I'm back with you guys. I'm sorry, like I was pulling you guys all these cards and I don't know where the conversation was going, but I'm loving the YouTube, actually. I'm loving the comments on YouTube. Not that I don't like you guys, but even when you guys jump on the YouTube, we get some really nice, good comments and questions coming through. So thanks for everyone jumping on the YouTube. For anyone that is on TikTok, guys, I am recording this on YouTube so you can come back later and watch it. The Gems says, my dad used to tell me we used to rock up to sleep as a baby until, we used to rock you to sleep as a baby until we ran out of rocks. Like, donk in the head. It's an amazing pickup line, is it, Chris? And it's not one of those cheesy, offensive ones like the mirror in the pocket kind of like pickup lines, you know? So there are so many new people, Fox. Sun Fairy, well, it's good to see you. Welcome all of the new people that are jumping on the live here today. This account is all about tarot. It's all about crystals. I will be pulling tarot cards for people in 40 minutes. So if you want to stick around, Hope you're well, Fox, says B-Buzz. B-Buzz, how are you doing? How was your live yesterday? It seemed like I caught you on your live and you're like, oh, I'm going to be gone in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then like 2 hours later, I'm still on TikTok. I'm like, you're still going live drinking wine. So hello. Long time no see, says Hatters girl. It must be so long. How have you been? Where have you been? I changed my name from Lena. Oh, okay. That's probably why I didn't recognize your name, Lena. I don't know if you had a bunch of numbers after the name Lena there. Sense of humor is literally dad jokes that really, really tickle me. Oh God, not all dad jokes. Some dad jokes are terrible. I fell asleep during it, Buzz, said Mamako. Yeah, I saw you just kind of disappear from that live, Mamako. I'm always down for dad jokes. I was telling Carolina some dad jokes the other day. I can't remember what they were. What were they? Sorry, Chris Fair, he had so many. I'll have to share some with you. Drop them in the Discord, guys. Drop in some random jokes. Welcome, new people, says the Gems. This is a safe space for people to meet so many cool people. Yeah, there's so many regulars that come in here every day as well. Susanna on YouTube saying, dude, you're practicing your pickup lines or dad, the polar bear one was a pickup line. It's not a dad joke. I've got dad joke. Oh God, none of them coming to my mind at the moment. A lot of my jokes are very inappropriate. Jean Paul says, such a vague question. That's all right. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to apologize. But how would you describe spirituality? Yeah, right. That is a good question. What question does one need to ponder when developing their values and opinions to spiritual matters? I think one of the biggest things when it comes to spirituality is being your most genuine and authentic self, being that version of yourself, and being truthful to it, living in that space of love. But really, like, you will find the spiritual path will kind of unfold for you if you start to live your as your most genuine, truthful self. Live for your passions. Live for what you really, oh, Shorty, thank you. Live for what you really love, and when you start to do that, things start to unfold for you and you start to see the magic happening around you. Of course, we supplement it with yoga, with meditation, with good diets and, living in that energy of love. But when you are your most true and most genuine self, things start to work out for you. And it's, how would you describe spirituality? It's, it is a bit of a tricky one to just kind of nail down, isn't it? Understanding that there's more to this world than just this physical meat bag, which we call a body. So Carolina said she had her aura photos done. What? Heads? What do you mean Carolina said she had her aura photos done? Was that in a conversation a long time ago? I'm getting my aura picture tomorrow. Oh, fantastic. Where are you getting that? How are you getting that? Are you meeting someone in person? The Meg says, welcome new people. I already read that. Updating comments. Hi, Tia in the house. Shorty Agnoti. I appreciate your morning vibes, positive vibes, and start my day off wonderful. Marissa says, my dad used to tell me a joke. I was literally 19 until I figured it out. Are you going to share it with us, Marissa? Is it appropriate? The Gem says, I ordered a new birth certificate because I don't believe my mum told me for my birth time. Oh, I refuse to think I'm a Pisces rising. You're Australian, though, the Megs, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. No, Cosmic Meg is Australian. You're not. I don't believe you are. At least in Australia, they don't have the birth time on the certificates, but, maybe it's different where you are. Sandy L says, incense, thoughts, favorite scents? Oh, yeah, okay, straight. Look, maybe it sounds pretty vanilla, but I like sandalwood. Sandalwood, frankincense, those ones are pretty good. But, good quality ones. What was that? That Nug Champa is a good one as well. But it's the good quality ones. I actually bought some Japanese incense once before, and that Japanese incense is like, like nothing else. Worst incense are usually the ones when you go into the when you're in Thailand and you go into a temple and they've got all those incense sticks out the front. They're the cheapest incense. They're just smog. Hades girl says Alina, I do believe it is. Yeah, she said she had it done in the Discord. There you go. But Hades girl says there is a shop in Stockholm that takes those photos. It costs €50 and you get a digital copy. There you go. Or photos are a conversation in the Discord. Oh dear, I don't frequent the Discord often enough. I jump on maybe once a week and see what's going on. Was that to the Discord server when you're done? Okay, cool. Updating comments. What about you, Sandy Alice? What's your favorite incense? Lavender's a pretty good one, but I think I like the lavender oils, burning the lavender oils rather than the incense. I'm from the USA. Unfortunately, lol. Hey, you can always travel. Tia, thanks for the gift. Marissa, okay, Fox, I'll tell you. Here we go. Marissa's going to be dropping in. Okay, knock, knock. Tuluska, who? I'm going to see. Tuluska on the older elephants. Tuscaloosa. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Tuscaloosa on the older elephants. Tuscaloosa. I must be saying it wrong, Marissa. Oh dear. I'm butchering your joke. I'm so sorry. Mama Kerr says Megs. Yep. I don't know what that was in. I just came. Oh, sorry. I just use our incense cones from. Yeah, the incense cones are good as well. They take up a little less space. Yeah, she had it done on the Discord. Oh, updating 18 comments. Oop, 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 updating 18 comments. What have we got here? Revolt Magazine and Sandy Alice are dropping in some questions on the YouTube. Let's see what's happening here. Someone asked me, says Revolt Magazine, a complicated / tricky question the other day. For older people who don't have birth certificates, not even a clue, even the month or day they were born, can they participate in astrology? I'm not an astrologer, Revolt Magazine, just to clarify that. But if that's the case, I guess you can't. But there are other forms of divination out there that are amazingly telling and amazingly accurate. Palmistry, for example. In India, when people get married, they get astrology charts. They get their astrology charts checked to see if they're like 70% or above, and they won't, because a lot of the time they still have arranged marriages in India, but they'll go to an astrologer and make sure that their Vedic charts are lining up. But they also get a palm reading at the same time. And if there's something I've learned about palm reading is it can tell you almost the same things that what astrology could tell you. Remembering the left hand is what was written by you before you came to this earth. It was written by the universe, by universal powers. It was written. The left hand, or your dominant hand, is the hand that you are writing your fate with. So this is where you should be going, and this is where you are going. If the lines on your hands are similar to the line, so if the line on your dominant hand is similar to the line on your non-dominant hand, then you are living your life purpose. However, if they're significantly different on this palm, and they're not the same on this one, then it means you're living not the right path. So it's the same way if we were looking at astrology. Astrology can tell us, astrology is like it's a guide, it's a map. Okay, these are all these things. These are all of these energies and these placements. How, if you choose to live your life as a Gemini, Pisces moon, and Leo rising, if you choose to embody those energies, life is going to roll for you a lot easier. But if you try and do something different, it's going to be harder. And that's the same if we look at our palms. So, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Sandy Alice says, there's one called Velvet Black. The incense is part of the Antique Horror Collection. So it's a specialty scent, and it smells like you would imagine Elvira's home would smell like. Absolutely divine. I know Elvira. Tia says, Tell me something. I was wondering if you could help. Well, let's see where we go with this tier. To school. I just can't say the word, Marissa. I don't think I'm getting it right. Oh dear. Tusks are loose. Oh, is that how you say it? Tuscaloosa. Oh, okay. Oh, that joke required far too much explanation. I'm so sorry I destroyed that for you. Lena says, I would love patchouli incense. It's so positive vibes. Nug Chumper is divine. Oh, yeah, but come on. What is like, sandalwood's OG, in my opinion. Like, you can't go past it. Updating 3 comments. No, there's probably more comments, I'm sure. Let's see. We got more people saying, love Nug Champa. Yeah, we don't have any in-house. We've got quite a selection, actually, of incenses. Because we picked incense up when we were in India, when we were in Thailand, when we were in Nepal. We get essential oils, from around the world. We get these kind of things just as we go. These are the nice little things to kind of pick up. Everyone tells me I smell like Nug Champa. I just exclude the incense. Exude the incense. Dad joke. I taught my pet wolf how to meditate. Now he's a werewolf. Oh, how cool. I didn't know that about India. Yeah, you're talking about how the Indians do the arranged marriage. Yeah. Another dad joke by Chris. What do you call a magician who loses his magic? Ian. Oh dear. Yeah, he says he'll stop. Thank you for not making me ask you that. What have we got? John Paul on YouTube is saying, conversational question, alert. Oh, sorry, controversial. Thoughts on The Matrix? Fantastic trilogy. The first movie was great. The second two kind of like, I know that's not what you're asking. And the proclamations that were made in the third, in the 3D, and those who are awakened are transitioning into 5D. Excited to hear your response. Okay, so this is about the Matrix thing. I think this is people just, getting a bit too excited about this idea of transcending to the 5D. We heard a lot about this when we had the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. People like, well, we're going to be ascending. We're going to be going on to a new level of awareness and stuff. That's great. This idea of us transcending to 5D, we're talking about enlightenment. When you really look at what the D stands for density, by the way. When we're talking about the 3D, 4D, and 5D, we're talking about density, not dimension. For us to shift over onto that 5D, the 5th dimension, this is like, we're getting to levels of enlightenment. We're talking about like, ego death. We're talking about, we're talking about unconditional love. Like, I don't know how many people out there that can tell me that they are in a state of unconditional love for every human that's out there. It's not a thing, like, how many people have you met truly have unconditional love for people? I mean, if you take one look at the internet, a lot of people that consider themselves as woke do not unconditionally love people. They have a lot of ideologies which they hold on to. They have a lot of compassion for other people, but they don't have compassion for certain people. Even if unconditional love means you love your enemy. You love the people that would otherwise try and kill you. Like, do we have that capacity? So, to really transition to 5D, this is enlightenment. This is the ultimate goal of the human soul. And once we've done that, we won't need to live on this earth any more lives or live in this physical realm. Hades says, I don't know much about sidereal natal charts. Are they more accurate than tropical? To be honest, Lena, I don't know. I'm not an astrologer. I take a bit of an interest in it. I do know that the Indian natal charts are like 23 degrees different to the Western natal charts that we learn. So I don't know how to really interpret that, how that kind of works, Yeah, it is a little bit confusing. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole enough to really give you my true opinion on which one's right, which one's not. Yeah. I guess whichever one you kind of vibe with, if you vibe with the Vedic, go with the Vedic. If you vibe with the Western, whatever it's called, go with the Western. I don't know if that's the tropical one or. Tell me something. I was wondering if you could help, says Tia. Tia, did you? Okay, I'm updating comments. Let's have a look. Hey, what is Ayurveda? Says Lily's Library. Ayurveda was it's an understanding of the food that we eat and the makeup that we are, who we are. We have different body types. You know, for example, we've got Pitta, Kapha, and Vata. So the Vatas are usually a lot of energy. They can't slow down. It's always go, 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 go. There's a lot of air energy. They're usually very skinny, very wiry. We've got the Kaphas, which are usually larger built people. They're a bit more slower in their actions. They're usually a bit more jolly. They're a bit more easygoing. And then we've got our Pitta, which Pitta are more of the athletic kind of build people, which are, you know, strong, real, ready to kind of do stuff, and they're very competitive kind of people. And so then we start looking at these kind of body types, and now there's not just the three. We then start having mixes of the three in different levels, and we have a look at the foods that we eat and the foods that apply to those different kind of body types. What time of the day do we eat these kind of foods which are going to best benefit us? And if we follow Ayurveda and the diets of the Ayurvedic diets, we actually, if everyone followed Ayurvedic diets, we would probably eliminate a lot of illnesses in this world, simply because we are looking at ourselves in a lot more healthier fashion. It's not like veganism, you know. There are parts of it, you know, it's mostly vegetables and stuff, but we do have a look at some things, like, you know, for example, if you're Pitta, which is like myself, I'm very much Pitta, the athletic kind of build, stuff like chili isn't good for us. Even though I do enjoy a bit of chili in my meals, technically it's not good for us. It overheats us, and, you know, it's too much fire energy. But it went hand in hand. Like the story goes that, like, a couple thousand years ago, two brothers went up into the mountains in India, into the Himalayas, and they came back down, and one came down with the teachings of yoga, and one came down with the teachings of Ayurveda. So, you know, that's a really broken down kind of thing. Diva says, I would prefer to burn actual incense and woods. Yeah, let's just start a fire. Have you been to Peru or Tibet? I really want to go. Tibet has been annexed by the Chinese, and no, it is difficult to get to Tibet, particularly Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash is said to be the birthplace of Shiva, Lord Shiva. It's also considered to be the crown chakra of the earth. And if you want to get to Mount Kailash, which is in Tibet, you need to pay for a guided tour by a qualified registered tour guide, and it will cost you like $5,000 to do this, and you can only go around the base. You can't go up the top. And apparently there's a lot of supernatural things going on about that mountain. And, you know, the Chinese are not allowing us to go to Tibet, basically. I don't want to get into that. But have I been to Peru? No, but I will be going this year because I'm flying out to Mexico in 3 weeks. We'll be spending a couple of months in Mexico, several months. And then we'll start making our way down through South America, through Central America and into South America. So stay tuned. Probably if you want to see the stories about what we're doing in South America and Central America more, make sure you guys are following us on Instagram at The Healer and The Dealer. We haven't been doing a lot on that account, but once we start traveling, there's going to be a lot more content going into there. Like what we're doing, the explorations we do, there's going to be so many more stories, so many more photos. And it's The Healer and The Dealer is our Instagram account, where it's very much more us, just us being us. Like Twisted Vibrations on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok is very much more professional. Like Carolina with Transcending Healing is very much professional. But The Healer and The Dealer is us, just being us. You know, we're not trying to, you know, it's where we can kind of let our hair down a bit more. Mama Kerr says, did you see the video about Easter on the full moon? No, Mama Kerr, you got to tag me in that one. Luna says, hi, how you doing? Werewolf Jesus this year. This sounds fun. I had my landlord called me for incense. I told them I was on spiritual practice, and now it's okay. That's great. Ascend to what? Assentimento to what? Says Agnoti. I don't understand what that first word was. My landlord told me he understands spirituality because he has an oil diffuser. Well, you know, I guess we're all on it. We're all at different points in our spiritual path. Collective whole type vibe. I feel like we were born to try and learn unconditional love, but it's very hard to reach. Absolutely, the Megs. No unconditional love. I have forgiven my abuser. Not for him, but for me. That's how it works. It doesn't bother me anymore. Megs, congratulations. Mine only slightly shifted for Vedic astrology. Oh, yeah? Okay, updating 56 comments on TikTok, and I'm just going to check out. I've got quite a bit coming here through on YouTube. What have we got? So we've got Sandy Alice saying, of course, there's shadow work, meditation, etc. Are there other methods to help control the ego? I guess understanding your ego and flowing with your ego. Your ego is a tool. It's not something to be, you know, and I'm glad that you say control and not kill the ego, because that's a massive misconception we get along amongst the spirituality community, or the pseudo spirituality of people talking about killing the ego. We can experience moments of ego death, but again, only unless we're truly enlightened will we be able to kind of switch that on and off as we please. It is a tool. We have to understand the ego. We have to understand what makes us who we are. And remember, understanding that the ego is our image of ourself and who we are and who we project to be. So, controlling the ego is understanding what am I? Okay, let's look at our rising sign, for example. Our rising sign is how people see us. Why do people see us the way they see us? It's because that's what we project out. That's what our ego projects out. My rising sign is Leo. My God, the Leo wants to be seen. The Leo wants to be heard. But also the Leo is very compassionate. It's also very caring. We've also got the sun sign, which also plays into that as well, because the sun is ultimately who we are. So if we look at our sun and we look at our rising, we understand what our ego is trying to do and how it should be expressed healthily. So for me, I kind of got a free ticket to talk and be seen and want to be center of attention. But knowing that, I got to understand that if I'm going to be putting myself in the spotlight, if I'm going to be putting myself as center of attention, I want to make sure that what I'm doing is in the best interest of myself and those around me. So you've just got to understand your life path, understand who you are and what you want to be, and how it is you're going to, what it is you're contributing to this world. We've got a lot of messages here on YouTube. Great, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Paula Kingsmore says, hey, it's Lena from TikTok. Oh, it keeps freezing. Pissed me off. So I'm here now. Okay, cool. Jean-Paul says, I'm expanding my guided meditation arsenal. Yes. I do grounding, abundance, spirit guides, protection ones. Yes, for right now. Are there any others you would recommend? Thanks. Well, Carolina's actually recorded quite a few. When you say your guided meditation arsenal, are you recording guided meditations, or do you just kind of have your own collection which you listen to? Carolina has some ones that are really good. So you've got ones about connecting to the elements. So you've got earth, fire, wind, and water. So there are ones about understanding those elements, how they flow and how they affect us and who we are. Other ones that would also be good to kind of do a guided meditation for would also be connecting to your chakras as well. Understanding, feeling and connecting and opening. Now, I personally haven't been doing these meditations myself, but I know they're out there and I know they can be good for you. So, Paulina says, lapis lazuli and fluorite help me connect with my ego and understand that there's so much more beyond the ego. They were my first crystals and they always with me. Yes, Chris Powers in the YouTube now. Guys, if you're jumping to YouTube, smash that like button. There's 7 people on and 5 likes. That's a good ratio, but 2 of y'all, where are you? Where's those thumbs up? Ratatata says your lives are always on 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So Eastern, so I'm watching during Zoom. Oh, dead. Do your work. Remember, look, Ratata, yeah, my lives are on at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., but you can always listen to them after the fact because I'm recording them here on YouTube as well. So Yeah, just remember that. Tia says, I had a dream about a boy that I used to like, but now I barely talk to. And I think it's my consciousness. It's your subconsciousness, but I think you've got more to that. Trying to tell me something. Yeah, right. What is it? I don't know. What could it be? I don't know. What was the conversation? What was the vibe you got in the dream? Was it, it is your subconscious trying to tell you something. Maybe your subconscious is telling you to reach out and connect with the person. Maybe your subconscious is telling you to cut that person off. What was the context of the conversation in the dream? That's what you really got to start digging into. How did you feel? What's them diets called? What do you mean, what's them diets called? You know, from Ayurveda? Is that what you're asking, Shorty Agnotti? Just pitta. Yes, no, not pitta bread. It's just a body type in the Ayurveda. So the body one of the body type is pitta. If I break it down into very basic, pitta is athletic. Like your very standard kind of middle kind of build, athletic, strong and stuff. We've got kapha, which is big and jolly. Think of Santa Claus. And then we've got vata, which is skinny, wiry, very go, can't sit down, can't relax, kind of, always got to be doing something, the vatas. Ariba, did you say Ariba? Ariba, the Jam saying, I don't like hearing you guys dealt with something similar. Unfortunately, so many have it. It's awful. I don't like hearing you guys dealt with. Oh, you guys dealt with abusers, hey? Making my way downtown so fast through the Americas. Do. What? Thanks, Mama K. Are you going to do ayahuasca in Peru? Michael asks. Yes, that is the plan. We're actually been contacting some influencers that are very big in the spiritual industry, not just community, but industry. They are big leaders, big players, entrepreneurs as well. And we do plan on contacting them and getting these people are very legit, and they do maybe once or twice a year. They go to Peru. They are from Costa Rica. Well, no, the girl is from New Zealand or Australia. I think her partner is Costa Rican. They live in Costa Rica, and once or twice a year, they take a select group of people. You have to apply to go with them to then go to the shaman that they know, and it'd be like a 9-day retreat where like 8 of the 9 days are about meditation, intention setting, releasing things, and opening up and all of these things. So, and then only 1 day is plant medicine. So I'm very keen on doing that because it sounds like it's structured the way that it really should be. So, did you see my comment? Says Tia. Well, I saw that comment. I've seen a couple of other comments as well. Okay, updating 51 comments, and I'm going to go check out what's happening here on the YouTube. Crispy says, I'm here now. I've just liked and shared. Oh, fantastic. Welcome, Chris. Yeah, cool. Y'all are just chatting on YouTube. That's cool. Let's see what's happening on TikTok. We got okay, if the comments are being a bit balky, but we've got Jaden. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you here. Oh God, jumping around with the comments. The Meg says I'm off to shower. Oh, for the new tattoo. See you guys. Make sure you put up the picture of the tattoo on the Discord, the Gems. Bye. I don't know if she heard that message before she went off. Jam Sun and Jam Moon, says Marissa. I think I might convey gem energy. I think you do. Aquarius rising. People always looking at me weird. Yeah, but I think all of us can be weird in our own rights, right? Am I LGBT? I guess it's all a sliding scale, isn't it? But I have a fiance, which is a woman. So, I do support them though. We get people of all colors here, my friend Joel. Colors of the rainbow is what I mean. Color, skin color as well. It doesn't really matter. Any type. Is Bish say what here today? I haven't seen her in the comments. Tia Kennedy says the dream was just hanging out, just like how we'd hang out in real life. But yeah, I don't know. It's bugging me. Oh yeah, so you guys were just hanging out and just chilling with the boy that you once liked. I don't know, Tia. Have you got that person on social media? Do you stalk them on social media? I mean, there's many layers to that, I'm not someone that can interpret dreams. I mean, I can look at the symbology of it and I can make a bunch of assumptions, but it's not like I've actually spent time with a shaman or someone that specializes in dream work. You just look at the symbology, I guess, and, ask your pendulum what it might mean. I'm worried that if I start dream journal, I wrote down my dreams and nightmares when I'm worried. Oh, why? I won't be able to go back to sleep and have a better changed dream. Well, you probably will be able to, because you offload it and you put it down into the book. Lena on YouTube says, do you have any experiences? If not, options on deities and connecting with them. Okay, no, I don't really work with deities, Lena. I mean, we have a deity at the front of our house as we walk in. We've got Lakshmi, which is the Hindu goddess of love and abundance. But it's not like we perform pujas to her. Pujas are the Indian word for basically worshipping the deity or the goddess on a daily basis, multiply on a couple more times and more than once a day. So I don't really work with the deities so much. That's not something I can really give you much insight on, unfortunately. Sean Paul says, have you gotten into Clubhouse? If yes, what are your thoughts? I believe Carolina went on. Did you hear anything on that experience? Carolina was on Clubhouse. I have got my invite. I did get onto the Discord to kind of get the invite tree to trickle down. A few people have commented, not many people. We were going to get onto it, but we didn't get around it. So Jean Paul, what are my thoughts? I really want to get onto it, but I haven't done it. Thanks for reminding me, though. Maybe we'll try and tease something up and get that ball rolling. I don't want to be obsessing over parts of my nightmare. No, but you need to write them down, because if you don't, you might forget it, and then you need to, because the nightmares are what's happening in your subconscious, and the things that are coming through, and you need to understand what's going on there. Yes, but was it you, Jean Paul, that was talking about people in Clubhouse not interested in having like the spiritual entrepreneurs in the rooms? That's just dumb to me. I don't know. It is funny though. Carolina did speak with some people yesterday about getting onto YouTube ads and promoting and stuff. Right now, the spiritual industry is booming. So maybe people are just jealous that their industry isn't performing as well as the spiritual industry is right now. I guess people are just in a time with this whole COVID thing that's going through. People are looking for answers. They're looking for change. They're looking to improve themselves. B-Buzz, dropping in the sunglasses. B-Buzz, you want a triple card reading? That's you. That's how it works. Send me those glasses. People on TikTok, you send me those glasses and you get a 3-card reading. B-Buzz, this one's from Mama Kerr. No, Mama Kerr's already had a reading. You want me to do her another reading? B-Buzz, haven't you had a reading? No, you got to clarify that one for me, B-Buzz. Mama Kerr most certainly already has had a 3. The Foxy Mink sent the glasses, guys. I love those glasses more than you know. B-Buzz, Mama Kerr says, B-Buzz, oh, no, do you, my love? Hey, I'm really... we've got baby, numbers and baby. Hey, I'm really in need of a reading. Well, you're in luck. Stick around, because I am at that point of the day when I start doing readings. So if you send me those sunglasses, 2 people have sent me the sunglasses. Once you send me the sunglasses, the Foxy Mink, I'm going to pull you a 3-card reading, because that's how it works. My BF just broke up with me. Oh dear. Well, we can look into that one. Hey, I'm gonna stick around. Do stick around, numbers baby, 76-3 baby. Do the glasses make you dance, or do you just dance because you want to? It's a bit of both, Pagan Witch. Yes, do stick around, numbers baby. Oh dear, yes. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I want the people that sent me the sunglasses to comment. Foxy Mink, please confirm that you do want the 3-card reading, and B-Buzz, please confirm if the reading is for you or for somebody else. once I've done those 2 readings, I'm going to lol, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, you didn't say lol, you just said loo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, tough times, baby. Yes, okay, so this one's for B-Buzz. This one is for Bianca. Oh, cards are jumping about the place. Let's give it a 1, 2, 3. I need to give it a shuffle because I saw some flipping open in my hands. Yes, so, okay, the Foxy Mink wants one. So B-Buzz, Foxy Mink, here's your first card. B-Buzz. Ooh, we got Death. We got Death, B-Buzz. This is the end of cycles. We're allowing things to come to an end. The end of cycles in accordance to nature. Death is normal. Death has to happen. We don't want to resist it, but what is the death? Oh, the end of some cycles. Okay, we've got the Hermit card turning up again. So something's coming to an end. So there's a certain level of introspection going on here. We've also got the Queen of Wands here. This one's a very interesting one, if you ask me. I would probably say this is probably death, something coming to an end. But, once it comes to an end, we also get reborn, okay? It gives us a chance to come into something new. Okay, something's creative. Creative flow is also going to be coming through. So once we allow this death card to come through and allow, I know what's going on, and I was on your live yesterday, and I heard you mentioning things. I heard you mentioning certain people in your life that the death cards most certainly applies to, and it makes me think that you haven't allowed that to come to an end. And we both know that the Hermit is needed, and we both know you're working towards that Hermit moment. And in doing so, we're also going to come into some kind of creative flow. So you've got to allow this to come to an end, B-Buzz. You and I both know it, and you've got to allow the Hermit to come in, and I know you're working towards that. So I'm not going to hassle you about that. But this is what you can look forward to. This is what you can look forward to. And she's the Queen of Wands is, she's the best queen out there. So, ooh, the death. I love this card. Yes. Oh, Chris is off. Okay, so we've also got somebody else. Sorry, what was your name? Sorry, I'm so lost. The Foxy Mink. The Foxy Mink. This is a 3-card pull for you, Shorty Agnotti. Thank you for the gift. See you tomorrow. Who's gone? Who's leaving? Are you leaving, Shorty, or is somebody else leaving? This one's for the Foxy Mink. Foxy Mink sent me the glasses gift, so that automatically is a 3-card pull. Jump to the front of the queue. After this, I'm going to be doing single card pulls for everyone. What have we got here? We got many options, the Foxy Mink. We've got many options causing a bit of confusion. What is going on? Oh, look at this. Okay, so we got a lot of options. We got a lot of things on our mind right now. It's causing a bit of confusion, maybe a bit of anxiety. We are in a space of daydreaming in here. Okay, so it is probably all the daydreaming that you're doing. The daydreaming can be good, but I think the daydreaming is what is causing you to, got a lot of options. We've also got projects here. We've got the beginning of new projects. The Ace of Pentacles is about the start of new projects. We're working in the material realm where, we're trying to, start projects and things like that. I think what's been happening here is we've been sitting in this space of too much confusion right now, and we've just been daydreaming for too long. We've been taking too long daydreaming about which projects we want to start. We haven't started those wheels turning. And the more we've been daydreaming, we're thinking about more options and more things and more things and more things, and nothing's getting done because we're just thinking about it too much, and we're not actually putting anything to action. So in this one, we need to make a decision. The more we daydream, the more it's just going to keep building up in our head. Okay, more things, and nothing's actually going to come through. So whatever it is, the Foxy Mink, make a decision. Make that decision, because it's just going to keep building up. It's just going to keep getting more and more and more. So guys, who wants a single card pull today? Please let me know in the comments. I'm going to pause the comments here as everyone drops in. We did have our friend 76 someone baby says that they have broken up with their partner. If you want to specifically ask a question, single card pull. Remember, it's not a yes no. That's a pendulum thing. You want to ask for a scenario style question. What's happening here on YouTube? Does anyone here want to have a card? Let's have a look what some people have been commenting. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, so I have become researching deities, especially Hecates and Anubis. I've heard people talk about Hecates quite a lot. Chris is off. I totally missed his message. Yes, a lot of negative Nancy's. A well-known spiritual entrepreneur has emphasized the importance of protection and intention on psychedelics, and she got a lot of flack from pseudo. Yeah, look, I got no time for them. I think we can expand in our own industry, and we don't need to deal with those naysayers, those negative Nancy's, as you put it. So Jean-Paul, I'm just going to go through. I've only got a few people on the YouTube, guys, TikTok. A few people on the YouTube, so I can get through them. People jumping across to YouTube to get preference. No, I'll switch between the two. Pretty fair. Okay, Jean-Paul, here's a card for you, my friend. You got to take some rest. Whatever it is that's going on, we want to rest. If we don't take that rest, it can lead to a place of despair. It can lead to a place of depression. This is, slow down. Maybe you've been doing a bit too much. You've been working a bit too much, too many ideas, too many things, too much of too much. Slow down and rest. This is your Netflix and chill day. If you need a sign telling you to slow down and just take it easy, that is the sign. Run a bath, have a nice bath, or go down to the beach and just chill on the beach for today. If it's within your means, just find something within your means to just slow down and take it easy. Jeanette Power, here's a card for you. Oh, sorry, Paulina asking for a card too, my friend. Oh, you got the death card. Allowing things to come to the end. In natural cycles, things are going to come to an end. What is it that is going to end? What is it? Is it going to be a job? Okay, hopefully not, unless it's in your best interest. Maybe it's a relationship. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thought process you've been having. Maybe it's just been a bad thought process that hasn't been serving you for some time, and maybe that's going to come to an end. Either way, whatever's coming to an end, whether you like it or not, allow it to happen. We have to allow it, and death is the natural process. Remember, as death comes, it allows rebirth. It allows new things to come through. So people sending gifts. Thank you. I know that what that means, says the Foxy Ming. Oh, fantastic. Student Silver asking for a card. Here's a card for Student Silver. We got justice. Student Silver, whatever's going on today, make sure you're fair with all parties, with those around you, even with those people that you don't like. If you need to make some decisions, if you need to take some actions, if you need to put your opinions out there, you need to make sure that you're being fair, you're being just, you're considering both sides of the argument, you're considering all the opinions around you, and you're trying to remove your emotions from whatever decision it is. You have to be quite objective with what's going to happen today, with whatever's going on. Okay, we got 76 Baby here. Has just gone through a breakup. Other half was unfaithful. Let's see what the cards want to tell us today. Okay, here we go. Straight up, we got the Page of Cups. Okay, there's not much really more. This is a pretty obvious card right now. This is about dealing with new emotions. So what you have just gone through is going to be, maybe it's something new for you. Hopefully this hasn't happened many times in the past. Hopefully this is the first time. This is going to be a new time. You're dealing with the feeling of betrayal. The page learns. The page is the student. He's curious. He's learning about how to deal with his emotions. So take this time and just understand that this is a lesson for you. You have to learn something from this, and you have to learn from these emotions that are coming your way. Don't let these emotions take over you. Don't let them spiral out of control. This has been a lesson. This was a lesson that was meant to be learned. Maybe it was something karmic, to be honest. So I'm going to just drop across, see what's happening on the YouTube, pull a couple of cards on YouTube, and then I'll bounce back to TikTok. We got Janet Power asking for a card. We got Janet. We got Justice. We got Justice again. Okay, so Jeanette, if you heard me talking about justice, it's about being fair. It's about considering both sides of the coin, being emotionally removed in the decisions you make here, being very, being very straightforward and looking at the facts and making sure what you're doing is fair for everyone. So no point really going into that one in too much detail. Lisa Hall, I see you on. I see you there asking for a card. Look at that. 8 people on the live on YouTube, and 8 people have hit the like button. Yay, Lisa Hall, this one's for you. Okay, we got feelings of being trapped here. Coming through for you, Lisa Hall. We're being trapped. Swords are about about the mental body. They are about communication. Now, what is it that's being trapped here? We do have the ability to free ourselves. Look at her. She is tied up. She has the ability to step back. She has the ability to step back and just like cut those bonds if she chooses to. Now, what is it that's going to set you free? We're talking about communication. We're talking about expressing. We got to talk about these kind of things. As one of the sayings go, the truth can lock us up with. The lies can lock us up with truth. That's the only key. So hopefully, it's not you that's been lying. But if you have, if you open up and you start telling the truth, this can free you. This could be feelings of being trapped in something. Okay, you do have the tools to free yourself. Look within yourself. Find that truth. We have Sissy. Sissy is asking for a card. I can pull a card for you, my friend. Absolutely. Stick around, guys. It is. There's a lot of people asking for cards, and I'm trying to get through them chronologically, so I'll get to you. We've got the Hangman. We've got the Hangman for you today, Alyssa. So the Hangman is about putting yourself in an uncomfortable position, putting yourself outside the box, outside your comfort zone, allowing yourself to see things from another perspective. And be patient in this. It can be a bit uncomfortable where you are, but in doing so, it will give you a shift in perspective, and it'll give you a new idea of how to kind of approach things in the future. So don't be afraid to step outside the comfort zone today, Alyssa. What have we got? We got Sandy Alice saying, me, please, Fox. Yes. I'm going to do a bridge shuffle, guys. Just give the cards a nice break them all up. Guys, I'm going to drop to the bottom of the comments in YouTube. Sorry, at the bottom of the comments in TikTok. Cards, baby. Card about me and my boyfriend. I mean, I got you the card. It's about dealing with those new emotions. I know that's a little bit vague, but I don't think, if you want advice on what's going to be going on with you and your partner, or ex-partner, if you will, one card isn't enough. One card's not enough, and I wouldn't feel comfortable with pulling you just one card based on, I don't know you as well. I do get some people on the live that come here very frequently, and I feel like I could pull a card that would help them out, but I don't know you well enough to say I can pull you one card. So yeah, I'm seeing Toru here asking for a card. This one's for Toru. We got the King of Wands. The King of Wands, we got creativity and stability coming through with the King of Wands. Is this you? Is this the energy that you might want to bring through? He is an artist. He's very creative, but he does use the techniques that he's learned. He knows the right brush strokes, and he knows the chord progressions for the creativity that he does bring out. He's also, he's the patriarch of the family. He's a lot of masculine energy. He's also going to teach people what he's doing as well. He's going to share that knowledge as well. So is this you, Toru, or is this someone? Is this your significant other? Is this your husband? Is this your father? I don't know. Let's work with that one. Yes, I need a King of Wands. Maybe you need to be the King of Wands. You need to step into it. What have we got? I'm jumping in between here. We've got Revolt Magazine here on YouTube asking for a card. Here's one for you, my friend. I hope I'm not missing people out, but I'll try and keep up with people. We got the Moon here, Revolt Magazine. The Moon is about our subconscious. We are diving into our subconscious. We are bringing the lights into the shadow. So if we're doing this, we're talking about our shadow work as well. So whatever techniques it is you're doing, Revolt Magazine, I think you're actually commenting on about this. Maybe focus on some some guided meditation stuff that's going to help you with the shadow work. Remember, what is our shadow work? It's about being accountable for who we are. It's about it's about understanding what our triggers are. It's understanding what we are projecting onto others. So take a close look at that kind of thing today. Understand what's playing in the back of your mind, maybe even your dreams. This also has stuff to do with our dreams. The Moon card. What's been happening in your dreams? Your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Try and pay attention to those little things that are trying to come through. Tori says, my husband goes back to work on the 29th. So happy. Doesn't like sitting still, right? Oh, dear. We got Joni. Joni S is asking for a card. Yes. Joni SJ11. What have we got? Oh, we got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so he's the immature version of the King of Wands. He's super passionate. He's a lot of fun to hang around with, but he's kind of looking out for numero uno. Do be careful with this guy. If this is you, if this is the energy you're projecting, do be careful that you're not hurting anyone. You're not upsetting people in your pursuit for happiness, in your pursuit for pleasure. Also, this could also be somebody that's coming to visit you. Oh, be careful of this guy. He's a lot of fun, but I wouldn't put a lot of trust in this guy. I wouldn't put a lot of stock in this guy looking out for your interests. Just do be careful of this guy. Do be aware of the games he plays, because I gotta think twice before I give my heart away, because I know all the games he plays, because I play them too. What have we got? Shannon says, good morning. Sorry, I'm late here. I thought I might stay. Oh, I'd love a card, she says. Yes, Shannon, here's your card. We got the Page of Wands. We got a lot of wands coming through here. So here we are with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, he is the student. He is curious. He's learning about this creative stuff. He's doing something new. He's doing something different, trying to express that creative side there. Okay. However, this does also represent the child. Oh, look at that. We've lost the connection. Keep that one in mind. My connection is do be careful. Like I said, he's not always acting in the best interest of those around him. Yes. We had Shannon McLaughlin. Yes, just to finish up, it could also represent a child, someone young. It could represent maybe your child, nephew, niece, a younger sibling, someone that's a little bit less immature. But when I say immature, I mean, just somebody that's still curious and still learning, not necessarily in a bad way. Got all these things coming through. Did I lose connection here on TikTok as well? Did I? Anyway, drop us through a message, guys. If you want to get a single card reading, let me know. Also, guys, I do readings for 33 euros. That is 40 American dollars. I've had quite a few people on my lives that I've gone with readings. Lavi, I see you there. I'll pull a card for you. Also, the readings, I also include a guided meditation, grounding and protection meditation as well. So if anyone on the live here has had a reading, hey, just drop something in. Let them know what you think. Something out of 10, How was it? We got Lavi. Here's a card for you, Lavi. We got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about taking that step, that leadership. It's really about, previously we had the Two of Wands. We were daydreaming about something. We were considering what it is we wanted, what it is we desire. With the Three of Wands, we actually start taking those steps. We start the wheels turning. We start going forward with this. What is it that you've been thinking of doing? Today is a day to actually start doing that. Start putting those, first pieces in place. Whatever it is, Lavi, today is a day not just to sit down. It is to get moving, get up, and start making your own reality come into play here. You have great memory. What do you mean I have a great memory? Kind of. I have a good memory on certain things. I see somebody Barbie is asking for a card. So yes, my friend, here's a card for you. Ace of Cups, new emotions coming your way today. How do those new emotions come? I guess a stereotypical way would be like if you have a new friend or you have a new crush or you have a new love interest kind of comes. That's definitely new emotions coming your way. But then again, maybe if someone, we could look on the flip side of things, something a bit more tragic, maybe, a relationship ends or a family member dies or something. Okay, I'm not putting that on you at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that the new emotions can come from you in any direction. So this is just, if something happens to you, whatever it is, good or bad, understand that this is something for you. You really experience it. Just bring it in. It's going to be something new for you. It's it's part of the process, my friend. I'm going to check out what's happening here on YouTube. People asking for a card, guys. Ask for a card in YouTube. I know it might sound like you're just kind of spamming. Can I have a card? Can I have a card? But the more I see you asking for a card, it reminds me who hasn't had a card yet, because I'm losing track between the two here. I do see Lily's Library. Also, I don't know who's still on the live. If you've asked on the live and you've jumped off, just keeps me fresh. So freaking Twisted, hello. How are you doing? Just keep asking for the cards, guys. I don't see it as spamming. Just here we go. Montosaurus Rex is asking for a card. There we go. What have we got for you, my friend? Oh, we have the Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords is almost like the minor arcana of the Death card. You might have seen my video on TikTok that I did about this, comparing it to the Death card. This one's about burning out. It's about hitting rock bottom. It's about like you've been making a few bad decisions and whatever it is, you've found yourself in a pretty bad place. Not necessarily the worst thing, though. Once we hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go up. Remember, if we look at this card, there is light on the horizon. A new day is dawning. So, is that someone knocking at the door? Is that someone knocking at the door? I think so. Someone might be knocking at the door. So do understand that, you know, like even if we hit rock bottom, there isn't one way to go. That is go up. So keep your chin up and try and turn things around. We've got, I see on YouTube, Sierra Carr is asking for a card. What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing? No one was there? I just thought, yeah, okay. Just sort of rattling and tattling. Sierra Carr, I see you on YouTube asking for it. Also, guys, if anyone on TikTok drops me in the sunglasses gift, that one is the sunglasses. I start dancing and the sunglasses go. That's a 3-card pull, guys. That's a 3-card pull. Okay, freaking twisted. Feeling really low, encountering a friend who is copying my work. Not a friend at all. Sierra Carr, here's a card for you. Freaking twisted. I got to get one for you. We have Sierra Carr. Sierra Carr, we've got the 5 of Wands here. This is about a bit of conflict that's going on. Not necessarily the worst. It's not like 5 of Swords conflict. This one is more about, you know, this can be a debate. It can be internal debate. It can be a debate of ideas, a debate of thoughts and these kind of things. It's also competition. So you might be trying to compete with something, trying to get above someone else. Whatever it is, this is a healthy kind of thing. Remember that what comes after the 5 of Wands, we get the 6 of Wands, which brings us into a place of victory. So embrace this little bit of conflict. There's a bit of play fighting as well. It's nothing too serious, but it's something that can ultimately work out in your favor. I see Marissa 2020 here asking for a card. Yes. Okay, Marissa, let's pull a card for you. Oh, I got a lot of people asking for cards today. Yeah, so also remember, guys, doing readings, 33 euros, 40 American dollars. Just hit me up on my socials if you're interested. Okay, here we go. One from Marissa. Hermit, today is a day to have a quiet one. It's step away from the distractions. Go for a walk in the forest. Hey, if you've got the opportunity, take the tent out and go camping overnight. Take the time off by yourself. Remove yourself from the distractions. You probably know what the Hermit's about by now. So, yeah. The Hermit's a good one. You know, it is, you know, try really, you know, when the Hermit does turn up, really do take that advice of just having some alone time. Leave the phone at home kind of a thing. Sierra Carr, I'm here. Good morning. 5 of Wands has been showing up a lot. Tia Mortega is asking for a card. TikTok, people on TikTok, if you're dropping in asking for a card, just stick around. It's a bit of a roll of the dice. Whoever I see in the comments asking for a card, I'll pull it. I got someone on YouTube asking for a card. Mortega, what have we got? We got Judgment. So Judgment here, my friends, Judgment is about taking stock of the decisions you've made to become the person you are, to land where you are in life right now, what it is that has made you you. It's about understanding it. Don't judge yourself for the decisions you made. Don't try and look back with regret. Just try and understand, you know, what it is that you've done. And, you know, you've got the things that you've learned from, because you are getting to the end of a journey here. This is the second last in the major arcana. It's about just taking stock of what you've done and who you are. And, you know, it's like writing down your memoirs of who you are. And, you know, it's about just, yeah, it's a good one. You're getting to the end of a journey there, Mortega. Just take the time, reflection. It's all about reflection on your journey. Thank you so much, says Marissa. Oh, you're welcome. Tori says, how's the preparation going for Mexico? I'm so excited. We've kind of just been buying a bunch of stuff, Tori. Carolina's bought a watch. We've both bought a pair of shoes. You know, what else? We've been getting just a few bits and bobs and stuff, you know, just getting things together. You know, Carolina's also, you know, she did a course, you know, she's talking to some people about working with people, you know, properly advertising and getting stuff out on YouTube more, getting more exposure. So, you know, there's a lot of things happening. We're just kind of gear ourselves up, our work life, gearing it up so it can kind of support us instead of us having to be there 100%. We can kind of step back for a week or so. So there is that. Okay, I don't see anyone on YouTube asking for any more cards. I know there were some people asking for cards earlier, but I'm not seeing you coming through again. Mortega, very relevant. Fantastic. Oh, we got some people. We got some people here. Okay. Wow, congratulations. Let's have a look. We got Crystal Debs. Crystal Debs asking for a card. Here we are, Crystal Debs. We got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about our spiritual teachers. It's about our institutions that are around us. Now, the institutions, they can come into us through, they can be our schools. They can be our financial institutions. They can be our religious institutions. They can be our work institutions, the industries as well. But there's more about, this learning, the spiritual growth that kind of comes with it, the teachers that we have as well. So are you seeking a teacher within a certain institution? They're not always bad. I think the word institution is kind of been sullied a bit recently because there has been a lot of corruption in them, but it is the institutions that kind of bring us together. We find community within it, and we always find our mentors, we find our teachers there. So seeking a teacher is probably something, seeking a teacher within the institution that you are probably in is probably ideal for you right now, whatever it is. If you're in the spiritual side of things, as many people that come on my live are. MCH in the YouTube is asking for a card. Yes, MC Hammer, the one and only. Let's have a look. What have we got here for MC Hammer? We got the Page of Swords. We are open to ideas. We are learning stuff. This guy, the Page of Swords, he's very curious. Again, like all of the students, the pages. This guy's looking to learn new stuff. He's understanding the mind. He's understanding logical thinking. He's the most likely one to pick up a book and start reading stuff. Something about psychology, something about his mindset, something about, really just understanding the logical side of the mind. He's not learning about his feelings. He's not learning about his passion. It's about, the analytical side of things. So don't be afraid to kind of like step out of that emotional, creative stuff. Sometimes you just kind of got to get into and understand, okay, what's the logical thing? How is this going to work on a practical level? So pick up a book. We got A23. I've seen you sticking around. You've been asking for a card. Yes, I can pull you a card. And I also see you, Melissa River. I'll pull you a card as well. A23, my friend. MCH says, thank you. Ian, I also see you there. But let's go A23. We got Ace of Cups. New emotions coming your way. How is that going to come to you? I don't know. Could come through new friends, new relationships. Could also be the flip side. It could also be bad things as well, new emotion is going to be coming your way. The thing is, these are going to teach us. It's going to start us on a new path. Remember, the aces are the new beginnings. And remember the whole cycle that kind of goes through the cups. Once we start dealing with these emotions and once they come to us, what do we do with them next? We get the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is about sharing those emotions with people, confiding in other people as well with what we've learned and what we've experienced with these emotions. So once they come to you, understand that you got to follow those steps, as we go through. Melissa River asking for a card. What have we got for you? We got the Ace of Pentacles. We got new projects. We're working in the physical realm here. We're getting our hands dirty. Okay, if we're starting new projects, we're deciding we're going to go out and we're going to start planting a garden, or we're going to start building a table for the living room. We're going to start bringing something into this material world. We could also be starting a new business as well. The Pentacles also represent the financial side of things as well. So keeping that in mind, go into that. Would be super keen. We got Ian. Ian's asking for a card. I'm going to do 3 more cards, guys. Here's one for Ian. Two of Pentacles, we're balancing things here. Sorry, we're finding balance and we're juggling certain things here. Ian with the Two of Pentacles. Now, this is all right. We can kind of multitask. If we just had the Ace of Pentacles, which turned up, once we've started our first project, we can take on more projects because we're getting better at what we do. But we got to be careful. If we start taking on too many projects, we can drop it all, and we can multitask with a couple of things. But if there's too much going on, we're going to lose it all. It's all going to come crashing down, and everything's going to go to waste. So this one is also reminding us not to take on too much more. Don't take on more than we can handle. In which case, we'll have to also recognize what we prioritize. Whichever projects we've started, let's see them through to an end before we take on too much else. But, at this point, we're really starting to expand things. If you started a business, he's starting to expand. He started, creating the product, and now he's starting to market it, if that's the path that you've been going down. Freaking Twisted, I see you there asking for a card. I would be really grateful for a card, please. Blue Love Heart, yes. So if anyone's new on the live, I do private readings, guys, 33 euros. I think that's about 40 American dollars. I've had a lot of people on the lives have gotten readings from me. If you want to be so kind to let anyone new that's on the live know what they how your experience was, why not? Give me a plug. Also, guys, I also do wire wrapped crystal jewelry. This is my personal piece, which I'm wearing. What else have I got? I got a big chunky one here. I'm showing you very masculine pieces there, actually. Here's I did a collection of these ones. There's a few of these still on the website here. This is Tiger's Eye and Lapis Lazuli. Check it out. It's Twisted Vibrations art. It's on my link tree. It's in my bio. Ignore the warning. There's nothing harmful in there. TikTok does that for all of them. Here's one for freaking Twisted. And I'll do one more card pull after this. So do stick around. Freaking Twisted, we've got the Lovers here. I just uploaded a video about the Lovers, comparing it to the Two of Cups on TikTok before I came on here. So we've got the Lovers here. This is about that union between the masculine and the feminine, but also, like I said in the video, there is also about that the decisions that you're going to make while you are in that partnership, how they're going to affect you, how they are going to affect you as a team, as a unit. So you have to consider these kind of things, the decisions we're going to be making. So like I said in the video, Adam and Eve partaking in the fruit, stepping away, previously we had the Hierophant comes before the Lovers. And so, like Adam and Eve, they're in the Garden of Eden, they're under the graces of God, but then they make a decision that they want to experience the world more. They want to see the truth. So making hard decisions there as well. So Sierra Carr, check out the podcast as well. They are awesome. The guests are wonderful. I haven't done a podcast in a while either, Sierra Carr. So let's just drop down to the bottom of the comments here. So if anyone is interested in getting a private reading, they go for about an hour and a half, guys. And like, I don't leave you hanging. Like I've always got enough on there. Okay, guys, I'm getting to the end of the live. I've been pulling cards for over half an hour now. So I'm going to pull one more card. This one's for the collective. If you want to be part of it, this is my card of the day. But if you want to ride this wave with me, let me know in the comments. Just say you're going to be part of it. Guys, I go live every day except for Sunday. That's 12 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. Says Royal Glance says, I foresee the future too. In the near future, you will be breathing. Oh, fantastic. That's good news. Oh, y'all dropping in, saying the most random stuff. I don't claim to be a fortune teller though. If you're mistaken there, my friend. Fortune telling and tarot cards are big misconception there. My partner is called Adam. Oh my. Please make more, says Sierra Carr. Oh, I gotta find the guests to do it. I gotta find the interesting people. I will still do the podcasts. I just got to I gotta find the interesting guests to do them with. So as they come along, I'll try and have that conversation and I'll pop them up. But I'm glad to know, Sierra, that you do watch the podcast. Here is my card of the day. If you want to claim this one, you can, my friends. What are we working with? We got the Three of Wands. This is far better than yesterday. Yesterday, I got the Seven of Swords. I didn't really feel the Seven of Swords, which is kind of good. Three of Wands is about taking that step forward in the journey that you want to take, taking leadership of your own destiny. So if anyone else is riding that, get the ball rolling, whatever it is you want to do. Wands are about your passions. Guys, thanks for coming to the lives, whether you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok. If you've come to the end of the live on TikTok and you thought, oh, wow, I really wanted to see the rest of this, get onto my YouTube, Twisted Vibrations, same name. You'll find me there. I'll upload the whole thing. I've been going for 1 hour and 48 minutes, 49 minutes. So, yeah, Pagan Witch Beach, see you later. Drop in blue love hearts in the comments. When I see you smashing blue love hearts in the comments in TikTok, guys, I know that I can hit the off button because I won't cut myself off. I'll catch you tomorrow live, guys. In 22 hours, I'll be live again. Blue love hearts coming through. Ciao, YouTube. Thanks for dropping in. Smash that like button as well if you haven't already, but yeah, I've done that pretty good. Ciao, ciao. End stream. And